Hello everyone, I'm out on another walk. I've just been walking up the hill from Redhill. I'm walking up to Redhill Common today. Just got a lovely cup of coffee here from the deli on the hill, aptly named because it's on a hill. So we're just heading up now towards Redhill Common, squelching through the mud. I'll swap this around so you can have a look in front. So yeah, so we're up here today, actually just walking back from church, not something I would normally do, normally take the car. Wife and the kids are out at the cinema. So it gave me an opportunity to come up here and have a little look. This is actually on the Green Sand Way. No, sorry. This is on the Green Sand Ridge, and on the Green Sand Way. Is it me, or are gimbals harder to control than you think they are? When you think they're going to go up, they go down. When they go left, they go right. Maybe that's just me, but hey. Anyway, it's quite peaceful here. I did just bump into a couple of friends whom I haven't seen for a while. But yeah, this is quite a nice little, well, lung, I suppose, for Redhill. It sits on the Green Sand Ridge, but as I say, it's not part of the Green Sand Way that seems to skirt around the edge of it. In a moment, we'll come up to a big clearing area where we should have a really good view. On a good day, you can see right down to the South Downs. You should certainly see St John's Church. And also, you should be able to see Gatwick in the distance. We'll carry on this way. See what we find. I should say, Josh has done a video up here as well. Please do check it out. If I remember, I'll try and put one of those link things in the description. And we shall see. I'm going to go this way, I think. Right. See what we can find. I know this is quite sad. I think last time I was up here, it's in Josh's video, I think. There's a really nice sort of den here, and it even said like something den. But obviously it's all fallen down, or some oik has knocked it over. Which is a shame, but it's good to see that at least kids still get up here. Now I'm doing this in early February, and it's been really muddy. It's been a mild winter, hardly any frost, and it's just made everything so squelchy. I mean, there are some early signs of spring about if you look for them. Certainly in some places there are snowdrops and what have you out, and a couple of buds and some catkins on places. But it's just a sea of mud, and we're right up on the sandstone here as well. Just tells you quite how muddy it is. Now just to the front of me, as far as I'm aware, this is actually an old quarry. I'm sure people who may know better can correct me. An old quarry down there, and there's an old patch of grass you can probably just see just there, just to the right. That was originally, I believe, a little bit of an area for people to take a walk in the Edwardian times. It's now part of the whole common, but back then I think they sort of had picnics and that sort of stuff there. Now up here we should just about be coming out onto the big green. Must apologise, you're probably going to get some wind noise. I can't help that until I actually manage to get the right cable, and then try and work out if you can have a gimbal and a microphone at the same time. The answer is probably no. So you'll either get stabilisation or you'll get good sound. Who knows? Anyway, let's go this way and see what we can find. So here we are, at the top. It's the highest point of the Green Sand Ridge really around here, apart from probably Priory Park. And on a summer's day, you can get a lot of people up here. You can see just over in the distance, which I don't suppose that you can see, but up there are some tyre swings that someone's done, which is quite fun. Here's the view. Up there is St John's Church. Zoom in a little. Oh, not today. And then here at the top we have one of those These little nameplate things that tell you where everything is. Not always entirely accurate, but quite useful. So you can see, I mean, it says things like the Chanctonbury Ring, 25 miles from this point. Brighton, see there's Crowborough Beacon, Dover, Canterbury. And things like Quarry Hill, which is where the main railway line goes underneath the North Downs at that point. St Paul's Cathedral is 20 miles away, and Edinburgh 352. So here is the view. Let's have a little look around, and you can see all the way around. It is a lovely view. There are many signs of this. You know, back in Victorian times, this was much less wooded. Do you see what I mean about getting used to these? Indeed, very good for a February day. Right, so I'm now walking down the hill towards St John's Church, which stands out rather like almost like a sort of cathedral-esque. It's a tall Victorian tower. It's entirely Victorian. It was rebuilt a couple of times over the Victorian period, but is the parish church for Earlswood, which is a sort of suburb, I suppose, of a suburb of Redhill these days. It's also on the town's Millennium Trail, which is something that I haven't really looked into and really should do. There are leaflets available. I think it's the Borough Council's Millennium Trail they did, well, for the millennium. So it's 20 years old, but interesting to see how much of it's still there, still used, I suppose. Anyway, you can see here that we're clearly in a sandstony kind of area. Lots of beach, a fair old bit of ivy and holly. There's quite a lot of native woodland up here. I mean, it's a common, it's been left wild. You get some yew on occasion. Because of the type of soil, you're looking at beech and hazel in the main with holly. Anyway, I'll keep plodding down here. May speak to you guys again down by the church. Please, if you can, forgive the road and wind noise. What we got here, we're now at St John's. I mean, this area is known as St John's as well. It's a conservation area. It has some of the oldest buildings in Redhill. Redhill is almost entirely Victorian. You can see here there's some lovely cottages, some of which predate that period. This sort of grew up and was known for a while as Little London. This is quite a cosmopolitan part, I think, at one stage. Now, expensive cottages, really. A lovely spot. We've got over here, we've got the lovely little church, little school, St John's, which is Victorian, and there's this rather amazing tower on top. There's also some World War II tunnels underneath it, which the children painted in World War II, which are sometimes open. Haven't seen them open for a while. Now to my left, you might just see through here, just get some of the crocuses in the graveyard, in the churchyard here. The church, which is well worth a look, is there. Entirely Victorian, as I said before, and it's amazing steeple. Anyway, I think this is where I'm going to leave it for today. A little bit busy now walking along the road, and there's nothing much else to report, I suppose. But I hope you have a nice day, everyone. I hope everything's well. Do follow, like, subscribe, all that sort of thing. And yeah, hopefully I'll speak to you soon. Cheers. Bye.